everything's changing. And with everything's changing, a lot of people have not embraced that as a real idea. They've not embraced that as the truth. Hi, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. This morning, I want to remind you that if everything's changing, why aren't you? Yep, there are a lot of things about you that can change without you actually at your very core losing who you are. I'm of the belief that we can reinvent ourselves. I'm of the belief that we all have something to offer that the world needs. And you and I have to commit every day to showing up and saying, you know what, I'm going to bring my best service to humanity because I'm not going to merely exist. If you're watching this on YouTube, watching this on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you are, I want to remind you today, make a commitment to be so good at what you do that you can't be ignored. Yep, you heard me. Be so good at what you do that you can't be ignored. And the way to do that is make a commitment to a life of constant improvement. A life of constant improvement where you're working on you to ensure that over time you're improving in every area. That's what's up. Listen, I want you to win. Okay? Your mere existence is an indication that you're still in the game. You're still in the game. If you're still in the game, why not decide to win? Why not decide to go all in and just say, you know what? I'm going to become a game changer in my space. And here's what I know. All of us have a why that needs to be better clarified. Why was I given today? Why was I given this marriage? Why was I given this position? Why was I given this job? Why was I given this talent? Why was I given this connection? Understand the power and purpose of why. When the why comes alive, your life changes forever. Years ago, when I was a knucklehead kid growing up in the Bahamas, I didn't understand my why, and I merely existed. I got money and I wasted the money. I got days and I wasted the days. I met people but didn't know how to utilize those connections to advance me in life. I was given opportunities in high school. Opportunities that would have changed my life had I embraced the opportunity, but I didn't understand the why. And I didn't have something so locked in my head and my heart that would commit me to giving myself to it. Now, I'm committed to getting better with age. Now, I'm committed to taking my craft, maximizing my potential, giving myself to humanity to a degree where if I'm going to be here for another 10 years, if I'm going to be here for another 20 years, if I'm going to be here for another 30 years, ladies and gentlemen, why not win? Why not go so all in that you decide that every day you're learning to improve? Every day you're showing up and getting better at what you've been called to do. It could be even as simple as your environment. Even when it comes to how you show up in a space, there's always room for improvement. I want you to grab a hold of that. Grab a hold of that. There is always room for improvement. My social media platform is not the best, but I'm working on it, making it better every week, every month, every year. And here's the deal. I tell people when the dust settles, I'll still be here. I'll still be here. And I'm going to be here, not where I was, but I'll be here having changed, having grown, having become better in what God, I believe, has called me to do in the earth. You too have something that you are given for humanity. The question is, are you going to utilize it to the fullest and start showing up in such a great way that you can't be ignored, that people start to realize even in your 60s and 70s and 80s, they say he is still showing up. He is still delivering. I was thinking about Clint Eastwood yesterday as I was traveling, coming back from, Cambridge, Maryland. That's where I was this past weekend. And I was thinking, of Clint Eastwood and how the long career that Clint Eastwood has had, and being 90 plus and still producing movies. Glory to God. 90 plus and still producing movies. I said, Lord, I want to live as long as you want me to live. I want to go as far as you want me to go. I want to do all that you want me to do. I don't want no bad habit to keep me back. I don't want no poor thinking to keep me back. I don't want the common popular belief of society to keep me back. Oh, I want to be all that I'm capable of being. I want to go as far as I'm capable of going. I want to be who God has created me to be in every decade of my life. I want to maximize myself to the full. I want to go where I've never thought I would go. I want to be more than I thought I would have ever imagined myself being. There is no limit to who you're capable of being if you're just trusting the process of learning to evolve and learning to unlearn and learning to adapt as necessary. Remember this. You are responsible for becoming the person that you were destined to be. Nobody's coming to save you. Okay? Nobody's coming to save you. And at the end of the day, life is not about comparison. Life is about maximizing. It's about you knowing what you have and you deciding that, listen, for my marriage, I'm going to constantly evolve and become a better man so that my marriage can stay enriched. As a father, I want to keep evolving and becoming a better father so that my son, even in different stages of his life, can still be extracting the value that I bring to the table as a father. For my bonus daughter, I just want to be able to say in every season of her life, she starts to see and appreciate, look at my bonus dad. He is a blessing from God, continuing to contribute in a very positive way on the various contracts and jobs and agreements that I have made with people to do business and life with. I want it to be said that that young man who eventually became an old man never gave up on the concept of lifelong learning, lifelong improving. I believe with my whole heart, if you believe it, write it in the comment section. I believe with my whole heart, there is always room for improvement. I believe that there's always room for improvement. And I believe that every day you get up, you should try to put your best foot forward. Every day you get up, you should try to be a better version of yourself than you were the day before. Okay? That's your responsibility. So whatever you find your hands to do it with all your might. If you're a father, be the best father that you can be. If you're an employee, be the best employee you can be. If you're an entrepreneur, be the best entrepreneur you can be. If you're a social media influencer, be the best social media influencer you can be. If you're a minister, now here's the deal. I'm not talking about being the best only in your mind's eye. No, don't be just the best in your mind's eye. I'm talking about evaluate and assess and discover how can I improve. Okay? Don't just say I'm good. Always know that there's always room for improvement. And don't beat yourself up for not having it perfect because perfect doesn't exist. Perfect doesn't exist when there's always room for improvement. So don't aim for perfect. Perfectionism will kill your potential and hinder you from becoming all that you're created to be. Don't aim for perfect, aim for improvement. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm reminding you, if you have not read my book, Effective Living, get your copy today. I promise you, you won't regret it. Here's the deal. At the end of the book, I talk about you're not allowing yourself to live a life where you're making excuses and playing the victim game in regards to you not being who you were created to be. You're not a victim. That's what I talked about in the last chapter of my book. You need to get the copy of the book and read it. If you've gotten it before, read it again. Extract what you need out of the book so that you can be all that you were created to be. Remember, be so good at what you do that you can't be ignored. That's your responsibility. God bless you.